Blerd's in the game.
All right. Welcome back to Geek Set Podcast, the only podcast that blend hip-hop culture and geek culture together. I'm your boy Deuces, and this is One-on-One with Deuces, the place where I speak with creators, curators, and people that you should know. And right now, man, we got somebody, man, the guy that we've been trying for a couple of days to get this down, and the universe has been working against us. But we have the one and only, the anime god himself, Pierre Stepz. Man, how you doing, bro?
I'm doing great, and thank you for the introduction, because honestly, people would be saying, "Oh, you're the king." I was like, "No, I actually evolved into a god now." Sorry. So, yeah. I'm doing great. How about yourself, man?
Man, doing amazing, bro. And and that's the one thing, like, what I'm saying, I peeped the evolution. So on our platform, man, shout out to like Drink Champs and everybody. We do make sure that we give everybody their flowers while they're here. And what I'm saying, you are a person whose content within Blerd culture stands out in so many ways. You put in so much work. The animation is crazy, and you are synonymous with seeing things in real life and saying, "Oh, I wonder how that would look in the animated version," or
Yes.
in anime style. And the way that you do it with your acting, your comedy, the visuals and everything, bro. I mean, I know you hear from everybody, but I just need to make sure I let you know on our platform, it is highly appreciated and loved, man, bro. Like you are that guy when it comes to that type of content, bro.
I appreciate that, honestly, because people don't know, but they will know that shit like this would like definitely blow up. And the reason why
Yeah.
is because it's different. It's not slightly different, it's a lot different. And how I always see myself, I see myself as an underdog. So the underdog will always rise up to the top. And then when I rise up to the top, it's gonna be already too late for the people that thought that I wasn't gonna rise up to the top. And when that happens, they be like, "Oh damn, you know what, man? I'm sorry, man. We should have believed in you." Like, yep,
Hey,
should have believed, but look where I'm at now. I'm higher now. So since I'm
right.
higher, I can still be humble, but at the same time, I'm never gonna forget the people that just looked at it and be like, yeah, okay. They always want to look at something that's like they already like used to, not what they think is different. That's how I
Yeah.
would see it as.
Yeah,
So,
and when you walk that path of being different and trying to be, saying a game changer, or even uplift the whole, a culture, because you are part of Blerd culture, and what you are adding is contributing to the bigger aspect of it. But like, what's so dope about it is, and this is something I had a conversation with a lot of other directors in general. I was like, bro, what's crazy is a lot of fan-made indie creators, they are doing things that look far times better than the big budget stuff, right? You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? And it's like, so we're like, when I'm looking at like Netflix show and I'm like, bro, this CGI animation is trash. But then I see one of yours and you zipping across through the screen. I'm like, bro, if Pierre can do this with the equipment that he has, how come y'all can't get it right? Y'all should just hire Pierre. Like, like Jesus, man.
Honestly, I do appreciate that. I do got some lessons that I gotta learn for myself.
Mhm.
Honestly, though, when it comes to that, I do be looking at people's stuff on Netflix, like the shows and stuff like that. I was like, man, I can do that a lot better and stuff. Like there was I guess I'm about to go ahead and throw it out there in the water. So there was this one show, Mob Psycho. They had like a live action anime of it, and
They
the way
did?
that
Oh.
no one doesn't know about it, honestly, because it wasn't that good. It was like it came out like a few years ago. I watched it because I wanted to see how it would look in live action. And when I
Right.
saw it, I was like, bro, this don't have nothing that's animated related. It is the show itself, but it doesn't feel like it's animated. I was like, if this was
Oh.
me, I would have like put some anime stuff in there to make it feel like it's anime. Like you can
Yeah.
put the little here and there, the little blushing, and somebody like sitting in a corner, or someone's on the floor, and you see like nothing but dark, or like something dark around them and stuff like that, to know how they feeling. But they didn't have none of that. They didn't have
Yeah.
like I think I stopped watching it, but I don't know if they had any like good fight scenes and stuff. I just stopped watching it just because it was animated, but it wasn't animated
Yeah,
in a live action way. You know what I mean? Like how it's
yeah.
supposed to be. I think there's only one Netflix movie that I like, even though people don't really like it as much, that I think is like it touched anime.
Which
And
one?
it was Full Metal Alchemist.
Yeah, hey, I went in there expecting it to be utter trash.
Yeah, me
And I
too.
said, okay. So I actually got 3. I didn't even think about Full Metal Alchemist because I got Full Metal Alchemist too, but and I know some people don't like it, but I thought that they did I thought they did Kikagori pretty decent.
Oh, I didn't see that one yet.
Okay, but you watched the anime though, right?
No.
Ooh,
I'll
bro.
watch it. I'll watch it though. I'll watch it though.
Yeah, I would say
There's
I
a lot
think
of
you would
anime
like
shows I
that
haven't
because
watched.
one of the tropes that I love from your content that you like I feel like you are destined to play a villain because
Oh.
your maniacalism when you do your videos, and especially when you're doing your evil laugh, it is perfect. So it's like when they do Kagagori, this is one character in there, and like she goes like she's like really obsessive over like gambling, but she like likes to gamble with things that are like
I do know that show. The way you said it was different. Oh my
I
god,
probably said it.
yes.
I say Kikagori. How do you say it? Because I probably
Yeah.
say it wrong.
Shit, I don't even know to be honest, but I do remember that show
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah. So yeah,
So
but the girl, the one that's like, I think she got the eye patch. Like her,
yes,
yeah. I was like, she killing it. She killing it.
bro. My friend actually introduced me to that show because I was like, why everybody like dressed up as like a schoolgirl with this girl with a card and stuff like that, right? And she
Yeah,
was like, "Oh my god, you haven't seen this show yet?" And I was like, "No." So we watched it, right? And I'm like, "This is one horny ass woman.
they
She gets
are.
horny every time when she
Hey,
plays bets."
she
She was
is.
like, "You know what? This ain't good enough. I need more."
Yeah,
I'm so aroused right now. I'm like, "What the hell is going on here?" But it made me keep watching it because I'm like, "Bro,
yeah,
this is good."
yeah.
I ignored like the horniness, but like how she plans everything.
Oh
And
yeah.
she was like, I don't care. I just want to throw the money out. Like
You just want to.
I'm
Oh
being
yeah.
aroused at this. I'm like, what the hell is going on? But it was enjoyable, except when she just I kind of this is the reason I love anime. When they deep, they go deep.
They go
And then
deep.
they kind of like stop. Like they still resist everything else. I mean, restrain everything else, but they still go deep enough where you can actually feel this woman feeling it. I'm like, am I supposed to be aroused by this shit or something?
That's like Food Wars. When you watch Food Wars,
Bro, Food Wars. Oh my god, Food Wars. I kid you not. I do want to do a video of that, but it's so much. It's like I can't do it. Like if I do it if I do it on TikTok or
yeah.
Instagram or something like that, people gonna be like, what the hell is wrong with this person? Watch Food Wars, and then you'll understand why this is happening.
Bro,
Like you can't make this like PG related because PG looks like it's rated R. Like
I
literally.
I got into Food Wars late, so it's like I'm like, and nobody prepped me, so I'm like, all right, Food Wars. I'm like, I was venturing into like different style animes, so I
Yeah.
started it. I'm like, all right, it's a cooking anime, but that first one, as soon as he takes that, I'm like, what is going on here?
I showed Vader the video. I showed Vader like the show of Food Wars. He's like, "What's that?" I was like, "Just look at it, bro." He looked at it. He was like, "What the hell is this?" Like literally in that voice, I was like, "It's great. It's a great show," but he was like, "I don't want to watch this." I'm like, "All right, well, I tried." But I'm not gonna lie though, like how they make the food on Food Wars it's simply amazing, and like
Oh
how they
yeah.
break down everything from the food, from the ingredients and stuff. I'm like, I actually want to start cooking now. Like the
So
way that he like did everything was really good.
yeah, and you know they have like cookbooks out that where you can cook the food from the show. So I had
Uh,
interviewed Stefan Johnson, you know, the deep voice guy, the dude
mhm.
like on TikTok, he was doing the food reviews on TikTok.
Oh, him.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
and I had him like rate the foods that are on the show. Like it was a really dope time. But like, yeah, they got there's I was in Barnes and Nobles the other day and they got all these cookbooks like the food from Naruto and the food from like and so like you can really get these anime foods and cook them and you know what I'm saying do something dope with it. Like that's gonna be really dope if somebody, you know what I'm saying, was to adapt that as something.
Yeah, it sounds good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to write this in my notes. Adapt this.
Yeah.
Adapt this shit right now.
Yeah. So I do want to I do want to bring it back to, you know what I'm saying, some of your origins and everything like that, because I like to get people's blurred origin. And you know,
Okay.
I do my research. So I know that you was born in Los Angeles, but I also know that you lived in Detroit for about a year and
Yeah,
everything
yeah,
like
I
that.
did.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to first thing first, because I mean, I don't think at that time you wasn't doing content, right? Because I know your best friend was one of the ones that kind of pushed you to doing it. But during that time of you know,
In
moving to
Detroit,
Detroit and everything like that, you weren't doing content at that time, right?
I was 13.
Oh, you were 13, huh?
I was young at that time. I was like I was starting my first high school and
Mm.
literally in Detroit. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, because you know, I'm from Milwaukee, so you know that's that Midwest, you know what I'm saying, and
yeah,
everything
it's the
like that.
Midwest stuff.
But like, I mean, all right, I need to know. So was it a full year? Like, did you get all 4 seasons? Because you know, winter in the Midwest is different.
Hell no. I only did 1 year. I wanted to, but honestly, nah, I just couldn't.
Yeah.
It was cool though, honestly. I really enjoyed being out there in the Midwest. My dad side of the family lives out there, so I went to visit my grandfather, my grandmother. I call her G
Mhm.
mom, so I call them G mom and G dad. I met
Okay.
my uncle. He was the same age as me, surprisingly, and then my auntie, which was probably 2 or 3 years younger than me, and surprisingly, I'm just like, what the hell is going on?
Right.
Yeah, it was crazy. But then again, like they my G mom and G dad got married and stuff like that, had
Mhm.
babies and everything. So I was learning how to be more responsible in life.
Ooh, okay.
They taught me how to toughen up at times, and now I got this mentality in my head is that if there's something wrong, like with your friends or family, you guys duke it out outside.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's
Hey.
usually because sometimes talking doesn't really help out as much,
Hey. Mhm.
and they're not getting the point clear. So
Right.
go outside and duke it out.
Yeah.
Go
Hey,
outside, duke it out. That's just it.
get that 2-3 minutes in real quick. You know what I'm saying?
The funny part about this is that my dad and my uncle do this too. And I'm just like, oh, okay, so it is part of the family. Okay.
It's a
If there's
family
something
tradition.
wrong, like if you don't want to get in trouble or anything else,
Yeah.
just take it outside real quick. Just duke it
Yeah.
out. That's it. You good? All right. Then we don't have to sell this no more. All
Yeah.
right.
So I like that ask about people. It's like, you know what I'm saying, those early ages, because you know a lot of the times we get introduced to this culture that is nerd culture, geek culture. So around that time, and you know what I'm saying, at that time, what were you diving into as a kid?
Hmm. Okay. I can remember my 13th year. At that time, I was just a goofball. I was a goofball, loud, obnoxious, always have energy. Like everybody, sorry to say, but everybody called me a crackhead because I just had nothing but high energy. Eventually, I got popular from it. Played basketball. I didn't play basketball for the team, but I could have. It just never happened. But played basketball. Just had wonderful memories out there.
Yeah.
And like I was still watching anime at that time too. Me and my uncle
Okay.
always watched anime. How I got introduced to anime was my dad.
Oh,
He likes
nice.
comic books. He liked comic like Marvels and all that stuff. DC. He's all in depth with that. I'm in depth with anime. So it kind
Okay.
of like it kind of like merged together now because now he's talking to me about anime. He's like, oh, so what's the new anime that's out right now? And I tell him the new anime. I tell
Mhm.
him about Dragon Ball Super. He watched it. He liked it. I tell him about Demon Slayer. I tell him about a lot of stuff. He only watched some, but he doesn't watch all, and which is still good. We still connect in some ways. I watch Marvel movies now because of him.
Nice.
He's watching anime and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
it all
Yeah.
piled up in a great way. So yeah, at that time when I was young, it was nothing but anime, video games, and like just crackhead energy, as people say.
No, I understand that, because, like, you know, since some people don't realize that, like, I tell people I'm an extrovert in every sense of the word extrovert. And it's like, it's funny because, like, me and my team will hit like conventions. Like, when we was at DreamCon, I'm sitting here talking to everybody. I do that at every convention because I'm like, I'm gonna
Yeah.
promote Geek Set and what we doing and everything. And it got to the point where, like, bro, we was, you know, we filming that documentary. and we was down there filming, and like I'm just working, and then I realized, I said, dog, I haven't ate all day. And they sit in the back, full plates of food. I'm like, y'all niggas couldn't get me nothing, bro. Like, y'all.
Yeah.
But they was like,
I'd be
bro,
like
you was
that.
on a roll, you just be going. So like I connect with that, like that energy, just approaching it. And like I said, it works for you a lot, especially because you are a more physical actor. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
I can see you taking the Tom Cruise approach where they're like, all right, Pierre, we got your stunt double. And you're like, nah, bro, I'm the stunt double. You know what I'm
That's my
saying?
goal. That's my goal. My goal is literally to be an anime character.
Oh
Like,
yeah, I know. We're gonna get into
I'm
that. We're
not
gonna get
joking
into that.
anymore. Fuck that.
Oh no,
Okay, go.
yeah.
Let's continue then.
Yeah,
Let's
we
continue.
definitely going to get into that because, like, you know, your origin story into content creation is really dope. Because I know, like, you know, at that time you wasn't really doing anything, but you had your best friend who told you, like, hey, you should do this, and you know, you're inspired by Scott Pilgrim, and so it just made you wanted to do more live action and more things and everything like that. Do you recall your first video that you did?
Yeah. I still look at it, to be honest. Like, so when my best friend, her name is Brianna. I can't see her actual last name, but she already knows.
Mhm.
My friend Brianna, this was in college too. This was literally like probably the second year of college, or I would say the second year of college.
Okay.
When she told me like, hey, you should do you should do videos and stuff like that. You're really funny. I think you'll do great all with this. I'm like, all right. Like, I always believe in my friends. I always trust my friends what they say to me, because they,
As you
you know,
should. Yeah.
there's some that steers you wrong and there's some that steers you right. This one
Yeah.
steered me right. Let's put it that way.
Okay.
So when I did it, I was like, how the hell am I supposed to do this? I was already looking at Vine and stuff at this time.
Hmm.
And I was like, whatever. So I just did one. Like, it was so stupid. I kid you not. It was literally me saying how this is stupid. This is me young. This is when I was young. Okay, at this time when we was young, we just did a whole bunch of stuff back then,
Oh
and
yeah. Yeah.
yeah. So I was like, how I think I said how females take pictures in a dirty mirror and stuff like that. And I'm literally doing all the kissy face and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And like, eventually I grabbed a towel and I said, wipe that shit off then, you stupid, stupid ass. I remember the whole thing. And I'm like, bro, what the hell? Like, what was I thinking at that time? It was no effects, no nothing. It was literally me just talking shit.
Yeah.
And then eventually, like, I just kept doing videos without no effects yet.
Yeah.
I kept doing videos of just me doing the Vine style. Let's put it that way. The
Okay.
Vine
Yeah.
style.
I remember that. I remember that.
My favorite stupid ass video is when I was listening to Pursuit of Happiness,
Okay.
the what was it? The Party X version, right? And I was like, how light skin be like when they take photos on sunlight or something. And like, I literally did a whole like light skin face and stuff, and I was like, follow me. I remember that whole thing. I'm just like, bro, what is wrong with me, man? Like, I was like,
But
nigga, this ain't me.
it shows the growth though, because it's like, you
Yeah,
know, you go through that moment where, you know, you're trying to figure it out, so you're doing the trends, you do like that. Was
yeah,
that content was popping because, you know, even Melvin Gregg talks about it. He's like, bro, one of the things that I hate is that people think that I was that person in Vine. And he
yeah.
was like, no, I never did that light skin shit. He was like, you know what I'm saying? But it was like he was doing that because that was
It
getting the
was a
views,
trend.
right? But
Yeah.
then you see now, again, fast forward to now where you are the trend, because like I'm like, there'll be videos, I'll be like, wait a minute, that's clearly Pierre Stepz, bro. Like, that's clearly just and I'm like, all right, you know, it is what it is. Make sure y'all give the credit where it's due. But I like
Yeah.
when y'all go to the comments, everybody's commenting on it. Like, hey, you know, make sure you tag Pierre or whatever. And I'm like, all right, at least the culture knows that,
Mhm.
you know what I'm saying? And that got to be a really great thing to know that you are influencing creators where now they want to do what you do.
Yeah, honestly, I do appreciate the community for even making sure like I get my credit, man, because it I'm still climbing,
Yeah.
but at the same time, I still appreciate everything from it. Like, even from people tagging me and stuff, like, isn't this yours, Pierre? I'm like, yeah, that is. You know what? It's fine, because
Mhm.
in overall, they can copy you, but they can't be you.
Yeah.
They can copy and paste you, but they can't be the original. So that's that's something that I've learned. And on top of that, like, they probably was inspired too. So they thought that this is the way to
Yep.
do it.
Yeah.
So I can't really shade it as much, but at the same time, I am very humbled that the people like the community just literally like just make sure like they be like, oh, okay, no, this is Pierre right here. This is Pierre shit right here.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I do appreciate them, honestly. It means a lot.
So a big moment, and this was the moment where I right around the time where I first started doing my interviews, and a big moment where I realized, I said, dog, Pierre is that nigga. And it was in tangent with both you and Vader. Met y'all at C2E, I mean not at Crunchyroll Expo.
Yeah,
Very
yeah.
first time meeting you, right?
Man, that was
And
like 2018.
yeah, and this is what was crazy about Crunchyroll Expo at the time. No, I don't even think that was your first one. I can't remember which one it was, but this is
No,
what
that
was
was my first
crazy.
one.
Oh, it was?
Mhm.
Okay, so yeah, because when I met you, and like I said, I was talking to y'all. Like I said, I was like, all right, well, I happened to catch y'all walking in, and then I met y'all. Y'all was just walking around, and we was in the middle of Crunch City, and you had the boombox with you, right? And or
I think
was
I
it you
did.
that had the boombox? I don't know, because
I think it was one of those two. I forgot. I think it was Vader or me. It was one of us.
no, so Vader didn't. So because this is the moment why I said like it's so memorable, and this is what kind of helped change a lot for me is seeing
Mhm.
how y'all were so much celebrated. Because at first it was just like y'all crew, right? And we was chopping it up, but then
Mhm.
somebody played the Hood Naruto theme song. And when that song came on, and I thought, and I in my mind, I envisioned it was you that did it, but I just know somebody did. The crowd that formed and everybody doing the dances and running around, I said, bro, this is by far the most amazing shit that I have ever seen happen. To see creators that I watch on YouTube have this type of impact. I said, yo,
Yeah.
these niggas is these niggas is it, bro. And I said, yo, and from that point on, I said, look, I said, I don't need, because our role in this culture and Blerd culture is we want to help amplify voices and celebrate people like you to show you like that impact that you have. And I said, right now we're in this moment. I said people should know about this moment. Like people should
Mhm.
know this type of impact because that truly means that you guys touch the culture where all they hear is that theme, all they see is y'all, and they know it's like you know what to do. That was pretty much like a flash dance. Like y'all
Yeah.
ain't, I know that because like right now the stuff that y'all doing now, you guys haven't did like that style of content in a while, but it's cemented in the culture that if you was to ever play that theme,
It's
watch
over.
everybody goes crazy. And I was
Exactly.
like, yo, y'all guys, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all collective, you, Vader, Irving Lambert, like, y'all guys are ridiculous. Like, and in the fact that you guys are all glowing up together and going like that got to be an amazing feeling to have.
It actually is. We all motivate each other one step at a time.
Mhm.
Even when it comes to like just little stuff, like even though we don't like film as much as we should, we still do the little stuff. Like we
Mhm.
still go to the gym, work out. We still, if we don't go to the gym, we're already in a group chat, so we kind of
Mhm.
like motivate each other. Like, oh, I just went to the gym, and then we kind of like thinking like, damn, we should have went to the gym too. All right, I'm gonna go to the gym tomorrow. So
Yeah.
we try to like work each other out even though there are days that we don't want to, but we still push it. And we just all grow with each other. Like I really do appreciate Vader and Irving being on my side for as long as I know them. And I've been knowing
Yeah.
them. I think I feel like I've been knowing Vader and Irving for the same year. So it's been about like probably 6 years now, 5 to 6 years.
Wow. I
Which
would
is
have thought that y'all was childhood friends, bro.
no, we started it's funny. This is really how me and Vader met, and me and Irving met the same year, just like later on. And
Yeah.
was it later on? Yeah, I think it was later on that year. So me and Vader met when he was coming to LA. This all happened from a video that my friend did long ago, and he didn't put like inspired by King Vader. Vader DM me, and he was like, "Hey man, can y'all like you know, put credits on it?" I was like, yeah, sure, why not? And then we put the like credit right afterwards, right?
Mhm.
I feel like that same month or literally the next month, he DM me. He's like, hey, yo, I'm coming out there, LA. Um, let's shoot, let's collaborate, stuff like that. I was like, all right, bet. That happened. At the time, I was looking for a place and stuff like that. Like I like officially moved out of Temecula. I used to like live in Temecula, so I told myself like I want to like live in LA and stuff like that.
Yeah.
At that time, met Vader, and when I met Vader, I met Caleb, I met Beach, I met Kenny, I met I met who else can I think of in my head right now? Junebug,
Y'all listen, y'all collectibles
Grant.
is deep.
Yeah, like I met so many people from him, the people that I've watched from Vine and stuff like that, like literally like in front of my face.
Yeah.
And Kimmy, there's just so many people.
There's so
I
many.
kid you not. Yeah, there's so many.
Y'all
Right?
got that one picture with like all of y'all. Like I'm
Yeah,
like,
Minicon, like all them people, bro. It was funny.
One of my aspirations is to build Geek Set up to the point where it makes sense for us to be in that picture next time y'all do it. Where y'all like, hey, y'all gotta come in here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's one of my.
We're gonna definitely get it. Like we're gonna definitely get that. Don't get that twisted, man. We're gonna take a big old photo at DreamCon. Boom, boom.
Yeah. Boom,
But
boom. Yeah.
when I met him, I didn't know. I've seen his stuff, but I haven't seen all of his stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and then when I met him, I was like, he does the same thing I do, but we still do different things, but we still got the same mindset.
Yeah.
And then from that day on, we became friends. We helped each other out. He was still living in Maryland at the time, coming to Los Angeles. Like he was trying to move out here and stuff, but it took him a while.
Right.
But we still have a great bond right now. And then he came out here again, and then that's how I met Irving right afterwards. And Irving's a go-getter. I'm not gonna lie. That dude, I get inspired by Irving just because like he works so hard. He works absolutely hard, and no one doesn't see that. And that's okay because, like I said, the underdogs are going to rise. People see like literally like they see the billboard right in front of them, like, yeah, that's really nice, but they don't see who made that billboard to make that happen. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm talking about right there. That's Irving. Irving's literally that person right there that just it's hard to explain.
You know what's a good testament to Irving, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying? What? With my platform, I've been lucky enough to interview people like Kel Mitchell. And Kel could not do nothing but rave and rant about how dope Irving is. And I said, bro, when you have legends bragging on you, that's when you know you dope, dog. Like that's when you know you dope. But you know, with y'all bond, one of the things that I thought was super dope is that, like, you know what I'm saying, like y'all started working, y'all started doing a lot of things, but it's like I like how much faith you have in your peers, because you said that what really solidified your faith is that one day you was filming with Vader and Vader was like, we got to get a boat, and you're like, bro, there's no way we're gonna get this boat. So like
that's gonna be a long time story. Go ahead.
Well, that's all I know of it. I want to know the story.
Okay. So man, okay. So how this happened was, okay, when it comes to Vader, I love Vader. I love Vader to death. Vader got his own universe. I'm not gonna lie. I kid you not. Because I don't know how this even happened. So we was filming his Vader season, right? Mm-hmm. And he woke up, and we all woke up and stuff like that. He was like, I gotta do this video and stuff. And he was looking for a boat. And it's like kind of late. It's like probably like 1:00. And I'm like, bro, ain't no possible way you're gonna find a boat this late right now. Like it's already like about to be like, it's already about to close and stuff, right? Yeah. And he was just quiet. He was just quiet, still looking and stuff. I'm like, bro, like, what are you doing? Like, you're not gonna be able to find a boat. Like, I kid you not, you're not gonna be able to find a boat in Los Angeles, California. An hour later, I found one. What? You found one? We went there, right? We went there, and we only had probably 3 hours. I feel like we only had like 3 hours to film this video, right?
Yeah.
And I'm looking, I'm like, how did Vader do this? Like, how did he do this? This made me believe everything he says now. Because I'm like, bro, ain't no possible way this just happened. This lets you know, like, even though people are telling you, like, no, you can't do this, no, this is too much stuff like that. Vader be like, you're not in my mindset. I believe that this is going to happen, and it happened. Yeah. So ever since then, I was just like, bro, I can't tell Vader nothing. Like when he's wrong, it's rare. But when he wants to really like push something, he will push something. He will like literally be like, he'll clear everything out the way and just look straight at that path. And that's just crazy because I'm like, how did he do this? Like, how does this motherfucker do this? Like, how?
Right.
So like, it's just every time when someone asks me, like, every time when someone say something about Vader, like, how come Vader is like, no, when it comes to filming, they be like, we're not gonna be able to finish this in time. I'm like, yeah, we are. We are. Because I can't say shit about it. No one has not seen that from Vader. I have.
Yeah, you saw you saw his superpower that nobody else saw. Like,
I witnessed
his identity.
I couldn't do it no more. I was just like, yeah, man, we got this. Like, I was just like, hey, man, you need some help. Like, if you need some help, let us know and stuff like that. He still, you'd be like, yeah, like, I need help on this, that, and that. All right, bet. We finish it. We may be a little late, but he still finished what he needs to finish. And
yeah. And the output is so dope. I think that's the one thing that really stands out about all the work that you do, bro. And like, you know what I'm saying, that he does as well on y'all collective, is that like y'all output stands out. Like, I love the fact that, you know, a lot of the content has moved to like independent long form content. Like the fact that y'all are premiering shit at conventions now and stuff like
Honestly,
that. Like, crazy.
It's him. It was him for that. And I appreciate that, because when he first I think his first time was at was Crunchyroll Expo. I think that was his first time. His first time was at Crunchyroll Expo. It was really massively big, and it was so many people big, there, bro. And like people watched it and stuff. And I was like, you know what, this is really dope. This is really dope to see that your fans was actually be down to watch something that I thought that no one would like actually get enough courage to like walk up there and watch and stuff. And when he did that, I was just like, you know what? I like this. This is a great idea for fans to see it before the finishing project of it.
Yeah. And
like seeing like the fans like got excited, called his name and everything. I was just like, yeah, this is really great to experience this with him, because I get to see like the growth of how he started when I met him to now. And like now look at him. He's over here like performing at he's over here like premiering his videos at like big cons and everything. And it's really dope. And now I just like, you know what? Let me go ahead and take that lead.
Take that lead, bro. Because we want it from you. We want it from you so bad.
Oh yeah, y'all about to get one. I'm working on one right now, but I can't really talk as much about it because I know how I am when I talk. But the thing is that like when he did that, me and Irving got inspired. We was like, bet we're gonna do one too as well. Like we all did one at DreamCon. We did two.
Yep.
We did it 2 times. And will we do it a 3rd time? We don't know yet. We gotta see how DreamCon feels. But it seems that like every time when we premiere something, everybody loves it. So why not, right? You know what I'm saying? Like I have something really, really good coming. Bro, Irving does, and then Vader does too.
Everybody has the stereotypical on what a black geek is. Are you familiar with the term blerd?
Blerd, no.
Right.
Some people said it came off of Scrubs. Some people said it came off the internet. I don't honestly really know.
Don't you see the skin, the eyebrows, the hair?
Yo, white geeks still rock, you know what I'm saying, Dunks or Jordans or whatever.
Did I do that?
It's exciting. It's like, holy, oh, my dog is gonna start barking. It's all right. She's excited about it too.
And same as you said, like a barbershop talk, like we would go into really in-depth conversations about these theories and like, well, what if and how come?
It's not unusual to be loved.
Right, but we talk about anime, video games, comic books and stuff like that, but when you hear us talk about it, the passion sounds like we arguing Jordan and Bron.
What do you mean? What does that even mean? What does that even mean?
Like, it sounds like barbershop talk.
Because you don't know the history, don't mean it ain't happened, dog. You broke that down right there.
But when you see the black geek, you don't see that. You see the socially awkward glasses. Well, this is me. And that's not a lot of us. A lot of us do sound and talk like us. You know what I'm saying?
Because it becomes stereotypical, as if that's where our strength comes from.
I don't know the geek that you talked about before. I know the geek you're talking about right now, though.
It was sort of a call sign so we could find each other on message boards.
Anime gives you life lessons throughout that whole thing. Like, there's not one anime that I know of that doesn't teach you to never give up.
It's just like, I just love seeing us go into the world and go into these different spaces and create things that weren't there before. And then it was like Miles Morales is like the normal, black person in the United States.
That was my first Blerd moment, was seeing, Storm on the X-Men cartoon series. And I was like, wow, that's a black woman and she's strong, she's powerful.
That's what I want for us. I want us to be that voice.
obviously when they say your biggest series is the anime versus real life series, like that's synonymous with you and everything like that. And it's just I like your philosophy. I forgot whose podcast you was on, but you was talking about like when people like how anime does content, like a lot of people will go into it and like they'll overthink it. Like, okay, how do I make this anime? But it's like you have certain key elements that is like, all right, if I'm crossing the street, in anime, they're gonna be over critical about thinking about how to cross the street and all the possibilities on how they can get killed or whatever the case may be. And it was just like, when did the formula switch for you in your content for that?
After getting used to stop overthinking of things. Sometimes I'm not gonna lie, I still do overthink things, but I take a break. I let it I write it, I say it in a voice, and I just I push it away from it. Because if I keep attacking it, I'm gonna overthink it, and then when I overthink it, it's just gonna be like, all right, well, this I feel like a flop. I feel like it's a flop. So what I do, I just take my time, just wait for a couple of days and stuff. I still have other ideas in my head, and then I get back to it, because as that's happening, I start having just weird thoughts in my head, just like, oh, this would be dope with this would be dope with that'd be dope with this. Like, how can I make this more impact? How can I make the angles look better and stuff like that? So the effects, how long the effects gonna take, what kind of effects should I put on there? Not to make it too much, make it less, all that stuff, because it does take time to create that formula before you post it. I'm not gonna lie, because I remember doing a lot for a video and it didn't do well because it was just a lot. It was too much to pay attention to. So I started actually taking my time to subtract it so people can actually visually see it before I deliver it. So I mean, before it gets delivered. So what was a simple one, that real life versus anime one? I would say my dodgeball video, either my tag or my dodgeball. It's one of those two. Tag, he's a kid just running around, tag me and stuff like that. And then I come back and actually grab his face and put him down. Now, if I thought too much about it, it wouldn't be as good as it was just because I thought too much about it. So it's all about just pacing yourself. If you feel it right there, write it out. But then take a step back real quick after feeling it, and then go back to it a couple of days afterwards just to see if it's still as good as you thought it was. Because sometimes you should be like, what the fuck was I saying at that time? so it's just patience. It's just patience.
Okay, cool. So because in that realm, so obviously fans such as myself, we have our favorite ones, and you have your favorite ones. I know, when the hot hands one was one of my favorite ones.
I love that one.
And then the smacking your girl's butt. That one was my favorite one too.
I'm working on the females version of it because I know that women are that doesn't just happen to us. We do that to y'all too. So I'm making it a lot better on it.
Okay, because I would say, because in that video you did show both. It was, remember, didn't she hit you first and then you got her back?
Yeah, but here's the thing though. I hit her in an anime way.
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Yeah.
So,
but I want to know which one of those, or because some people have oh, this one's my favorite because when you're a creator, you have your favorites because of a different reason, right? So I want to know which one's one, the ones that you hey, this one's my favorite one of mine.
I might have to look at my videos.
Hey, that's a good sign. That means hey, I'm out here working. I'm out here working. I don't even know which one. I got to check back. I got to go back into the archives.
I can say, okay, so are you saying it from that year or just all time?
Just all time, yours, just in general. If somebody was like, hey, who are you? And you're like, oh, I'm Pierre Stepz. I do anime versus, versus real life. And you had to pick one that you had to show them that you like, this is the one. Which one would you pick?
I think I just looked at it too. When I noticed, I hate the way the concept sounds, the caption sound, but when you smack someone's neck.
Oh,
because back in middle school, people, you got an open neck. Open neck. So I really like that one because it was so simple. It was literally just me looking at his neck, his neck is wide open. all right, let me go ahead and overkill him right now. And I just overkilled him literally. So yeah, that's one of my favorites. That's all time right now. Yeah, that's one of my favorites right now. So
yeah, that's a solid one because it's one not only that like people can resonate with, but it's like it's also if you didn't grow up with that, it's still that premise is like, yo, wait, what? Like so it's like everybody can connect to it. But it's like I said, if you grew up and you did you play open neck, it's like, oh yeah, I resonate with that like a motherfucker.
Yeah, that shit hurt back in middle school. Damn, I want to punch him, but it was just a game.
We used to do reckless stuff, man. This is one creator named Keenan Baker who's been doing like remember these games, bro. Red Rover, open chest, the open neck, like
I forgot about that game, open chest.
Yeah,
thank you. I gotta write that down right now. I'm about to do it.
Hey, listen here. One of my goals is to be in one of your videos. If you want to shoot that at DreamCon, let me know. You can punch me in the chest, bro.
Oh my Jesus, oh my Lord. I'm gonna come up with something for DreamCon because I know, like how you say you was an extrovert out there. I'm like both. I'm like extra invert.
Oh, okay.
That's kind of because like I go out there and I'm super busy.
Yeah, I know.
I sometimes want to just stay home and chill, but I can't do that because I'm working. So yeah, we could definitely get it. Like I will come up with an idea at DreamCon and see what I can do. I had one for DreamCon, but like I said, I was running around. So this time I'm going to take my time to at least get 1 or 2 content in there. I probably might just do what I did last year, but we don't know. We don't know yet. I can't really talk as much right now.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Hey, so one of the dope things that you said, and I like your perspective on it, and I wanted to kind of just revisit that conversation. So you was talking about how certain people, they try to shun and shade people for creating content for YouTube, right? And just pretty much online, right? And you were saying that you are comfortable, like obviously you want to be on the big screen and you want to go further and further and further, but you was also saying like it's not a bad thing that you're creating content for YouTube and that you're comfortable with creating content for YouTube until you're able to ascend to the next level. For those people who are in that mindset of like they start shunning their old content or they're really started like, why do you have that perspective? And can we dive deeper into why you believe that it's okay? I agree with you. And by the way, too, so this is not like a loaded question. I just wanted to give my audience your perspective on that.
Like it's okay to stay on YouTube and stuff like that.
Yeah, because I think that's what you said is like you champion staying on YouTube. You know what I'm saying, and just saying like, hey, like there's so many people who watch YouTube. Some people are getting more views on YouTube than a TV show would get.
The reason why I say that is because I know that we all want to get on TV and stuff like that, and we all have opportunities and we have to fight for our opportunities.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to the internet, you still have that in some slight way, but you have your own ideas.
Yeah,
you get to like literally see your own growth. You get to work on yourself and everything. There's nothing wrong with getting on TV and stuff like that. I wouldn't mind getting on TV a few times, stuff like that, but like literally the internet can take you to everything. It can take you completely to everything. That's why I say like it's okay to, be on YouTube, be on TikTok, stuff like that, because you may never know that one day you're gonna like blow the hell up. You're gonna blow up so much that when it comes to like TVs and stuff like that, you don't have to be in line. They'll see you and you be in front of the line. They will understand what's like. They'll understand like some things that you'll understand your weakness, and then they'll help you improve that to make that your strong point, and then put you on shows and stuff like that. They wouldn't just like be like, okay, they used to like bring them to shows and stuff like that, and they see the way they act. But now since everything is changing, everything is like evolving, I feel like that they'll bring you and they'll see what's your weak point, and then they'll help you. So then that way, when you're in their show, you'll do a lot better than what you thought you'll never do. So that's why I always say that. And also, if you think about it, and I know everybody hate this person. Everybody, actually, I can't say hate. They dislike.
I know where you about to go because I feel the same. Go ahead and cook, bro.
Okay. Logan Paul.
Yep.
You don't want to say it as much, But if you think, yes, he have done so many things in his life. He have done things that he regrets and stuff, shit like that. And we all understand that. We all completely understand that. But let's put that aside real quick. And I'm not saying that in a bad way. I'm just saying think about how he started from the internet. Well, yeah, we all know he started from rich, whatever, blah blah blah. How I saw him, he started from the internet. Yep. He started from the internet, started from Vine, started from YouTube, messed up, apologize, all that good stuff. We're not gonna really talk about that. Started from Vine, YouTube to shows. Yeah. Started from shows to boxing.
Yep.
Started boxing to energy drinks. Started off energy drinks to wrestling.
Yeah.
And he started from the internet.
Yes.
And people don't understand. Sorry, my camera keeps following me, but people don't understand that took time, that took patience, that took consistency, that took roads that he had to understand, that took paths that he should understand to not do it again and just like follow a straight path. But this dude is literally in WWE and he didn't really have to like try out or nothing.
Bro, what's crazy about it is too, out of everything that he's done, wrestling makes the most sense. He fits so well in wrestling. I said, and because like I was on the hate train, and what I'm saying, I at that point I was like, bro, I'm tired of the pause. But the one thing that I always respected, and I said, I want to have the freedom that they have. I said, the fact that this is what Logan can say without and it cannot be rebutted. He has a legit rap song with Gucci Mane. I'm talking about he did a song, music video, and everything with Gucci Mane. There's artists right now that can't get a song with a D-list rapper, and he got one of the ones, one of the tops. He has been in actual movies. You know what I'm saying? He has no matter how you feel about his boxing, he is a legit boxer. You know what I'm saying? He's a legit. I said, I start my internet persona and everything started through music and hip hop, and I did pretty successful. And now I'm doing geek content, blurred content, doing podcasts, doing interviews. And I said, I want that if somebody sees me and I put out a song, it's not like, hey, nah, go back to them interviews. Like, no, give me. I want to be able to do whatever I want. I am the talent. I'm not classified as an actor, because I mean I've done voice acting, I've done acting, like I'm doing all these things, but I am me. I am Young Deuces. So it's like let me be that. And I was like, that's what I see Logan and them doing. And I'm like, they get that freedom. I want that freedom. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
they have the freedom, they have the money, and the reason why they have the money is because the people are giving them money. They literally giving them money. They're giving them everything that they've been working for. Because look, if everybody on the internet is so naive, they're doing things on purpose to grab attention. You guys are literally falling for it. If you guys didn't really care, you guys could have ignored it, but you guys didn't because you guys are actually acknowledging what the hell he's doing. That's really messed up and stuff like that. We're not going to talk about everything else that happened in the past. But I'm talking about right now. I'm talking about like he literally just talked about on TikTok, like how I'm about to show you a masterclass of how to like advertise yourself. He did a prime drink with the KSI, and somebody photoshopped it in the most funny, disturbing way, which is hilarious. His sales is going high right now.
Crazy.
Just because of stuff like that, because people are acknowledging the stupidity that people are doing to grab sales. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like on his side, like I give him his flowers. I give him and Jake Paul his flowers because you don't see other content creators evolving like them. And we would love to see that. We will see that in the future. But as of right now, it's like we're watching them to see exactly what to do before we do it, which is okay.
Well, I think we're starting to see it because, the people that we have, and, I brought him up earlier, but Melvin Gregg is one.
Yes, Melvin. Oh,
Melvin is doing Melvin. And it's funny because like King Batch is everywhere, and I got love and respect for King Batch, but Melvin Gregg's acting, I said, bro, I did not expect that. I was like, yo,
he was in Snowfall for like almost a whole season. He was in there for a whole season, correct?
Yeah,
for the whole entire season, right?
Yeah, killed it. Killed
everything.
I believed it so much. I said, bro, like what? Like, yo. But
Flowers
a
to
lot of
him,
people,
too.
a lot of people forget Damson Idris. He was pretty much King Batch, but in the UK. He started off in Vine as well.
Wow.
A lot of people forget that. So it's
I
like
never
we
knew
have
that.
some people that we're seeing. We're seeing
Yeah.
some people transition and make that where it's like, yo, like, hey, these are some of our top niggas, and they started from the 6-second Vine or YouTube or whatever the case may be.
Don't let that fool you, man. Don't let. My advice to people, if they really think that YouTube and stuff is a waste, it's not, because you may never know. And I just heard news, literally, like that one movie, Everything All Happens at Once.
Yeah.
They literally just posted that there was 5 YouTubers that did animations. Oh shit! I just
It's all good, bro. It's all good, bro.
There was five YouTubers that was in the animation as well, when she was like, going through like life and stuff like that. There was 5 animation YouTubers that was in there too as well.
Oh,
So
they're
watching.
Yeah, you know who's doing who behind the scenes been doing a lot of stuff. Are you familiar with What's Good?
Of course, yeah. He's like a mentor to me.
Bro, behind the scenes, bro, he's gotten to the point where if I see something, I know it's his animation, because I know his animation style. I'm like, hey, I bet you, and I'll go on to IMDb and I'm like, I knew it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it's like, is that, like I said, and he started from YouTube, doing stuff on YouTube and everything like that. And you start seeing his content and you're like, yo, hey man, this is like the same thing with yours. Like, you saw his content, you're like, hey, this is different from the other YouTubers that we see. So like when we see your content, same thing. It's like, yo, this is different from other content creators. And that's how you know, like, you are, you know what I'm saying? You get ahead of the game. You are adding innovation to the culture. You are somebody that's like, now, like, yeah, you may not be, you know what I'm saying? You may not be on, the star of this show, but you play a pivotal role into making the finished product because of your expertise, what you add to it or what you gave. It is like, so yeah, you cannot X out being on social media, because it can lead to a lot of things.
Yes, like Dursky. I didn't even know who the fuck that nigga was at first. I'm not gonna lie. I did not know who the fuck that nigga was at first. But his content was everywhere. And I was watching, I was like, that's hilarious. And now he's over here being in people's shows, not in shows, but like being in people concerts and stuff. Having a good ass time.
He was when I saw him in the Call of Duty commercial, I said,
that shit was hard.
I said, what? I said, yo.
He started from the internet. Literally. I don't even know if he did, but I saw him started from the internet. Like, I've seen that. Like, you cannot say that internet, you cannot say like the internet is like it's wasting time and stuff like that, because you may never know what opportunity you're going to get.
Yeah.
It takes one video. It takes one video, and it takes consistency. Like, people don't say that.
Yeah.
Everybody is saying it takes one video, but it actually takes consistency and like discipline and everything. Because once it happens to you, you know how to act afterwards. You know exactly how to act, and you be like, you know what? Okay, this is great. I love this. Let's keep this going and stuff like that. And then you want to make sure like you keep it in your fucking plate. Now, I know we just got done talking about Melvin Gregg. Melvin Gregg is killing the game. I'm not gonna lie. And I'm sorry I did not say anything about Melvin Gregg, because I was thinking about the Logan Paul thing, like how he started, and then he went to wrestling. I love wrestling. That's just me. But Melvin Gregg started, when I saw him, was from Vine, and then now he's on Snowfall and stuff like that. Now he's in a new movie. I think it's called Black something. Black. It's a new movie that's coming out on Netflix.
Yeah, I can't think of the name, but I know what you're talking about.
It's a black scary movie. Yeah, it's like a black scary movie, and they actually like acting in black. Like, they're not being like, oh my God, what we're gonna do? Let's go over there. Even though there's someone over there, they're like, oh hell no, nigga, I ain't going over there.
Yeah.
So like, seeing him on there is really dope, because he found his discipline. He found his consistency. I think he got a child too as well. So congrats to him on that. He's finding his own peace, and at the same time, he's still killing the game.
Killing it.
It's all about. I feel like it's all about freedom.
Yeah.
This is like freedom. This is what I want. I want freedom. I want to, like, I've said this yesterday too, because it's funny, because a side note, my friend, I've been knowing my friend for about 5 years. Her name is, I can't even say her name. I forgot. But her wrestling name is Nikita Lyons. And she's in WWE.
Oh.
She's one of my great friends, like literally one of my top,
that's super
friends. Dope. Love her family and everything. Like, every time I see her, family, she's like, oh my God, Pierre, you're here. Like, every time. So I finally bought WWE 2K23, And I've seen her post it, you know, like, yeah, I'm on here and stuff like that. I'm very excited. But when I actually like saw it, like on my monitor, different. It hit different. I even like voicemailed her. I was like, I'm so happy for you. You stay strong. You started when I met you. You started from indie wrestling. I've watched you perform multiple times, and now look at you. You're at WWE, and you're doing so great, and it's very inspiring because it's like, bro, like if you stay focused, you got this. You got what you want, literally, and that made me think, like, what if I was in another, like, what if I was in WWE? We're just
hold on. I gotta stop you. There is no what if. When you get in WWE.
Okay, sorry, my bad. When I get to WWE, I'm gonna make sure that I'm gonna make sure that my auntie sees me live action, because if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't get back to watching wrestling. So crazy story about it. Wasn't a really crazy story. It's more like a humble story. I will have her there front row. I will perform my ass off, even if it's like a quick like 2 minute like what's it called, 2 minute Sigma or something? Not Sigma.
I know what you're talking about.
2 minute. I can't even think of it. But basically, if I was there for like 2 minutes just to get clothesline and stuff like that, and I hit the person back, and the person actually hits me back, and like if I act great, when I act great, what if they like not? The reason why I say what if is because of the universe. Because if I say what if, it's going to apply it.
I know.
So what if I get hit with a chair and they be like, you know what? I love you. Your acting is great. We need you again. You know, my auntie will be so proud. And I really didn't have to do all the tryouts and stuff like that. They would teach me on the way, and then I will learn something from DX Shawn Michaels and shake hands with Triple H and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, what if I was there? Like, what if I was there? You know?
Yeah.
Like, what if I was there's so many what ifs right now. Like,
hey, listen here.
TV shows like that, you know?
The year of Pierre is coming. That's what it said. It is
Pierre
coming, bro.
Stepz. For that year, it's gonna be Pierre Stepz. As of right now, it's Pierre. No, actually, it is Pierre Stepz right now. Never mind. It's Pierre Stepz this season. Anyways, but like, there's so many what ifs because I didn't have to. I worked hard, but I didn't have to work a super extra mile because I deserve what I worked for. And then what happens afterwards is that I come back home and I say, "Damn, I really can't believe I just did that." And you get to see myself on TV. Like, my mom's gonna call me like, "Oh my God, Pierre, you was in wrestling, even though we talked about wrestling and stuff like that. You said it." Call my dad.
It's that full circle moment. Everything comes back full circle, bro. And like I said, that's gonna be like I said. And when that moment happens, Geek Set's gonna be right there to be loud enough to continue to amplify it for you, because that's what I love, man. I love seeing the people that I'm a fan of, but the people that are cool, you know what I'm saying, that I chop it up with, that I've had conversations with, I love to see them flourish. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know what I'm saying? And so like, you gonna have that moment, bro. Because I already see, because it's not only the consistency and it's not only the dedication, but it's what you have to offer. Like I said, I started it off and I told you, like, you seem like you were built for a villain. Like I can already imagine your trash talking in the screen, you know, in the ring or in back, you know, in the backstage, trash talking the next wrestler. Like, I can already hear it and envision it. So it's right now we're just waiting for WWE, or, you know what I'm saying, or AEW, or just one of the big names to just take notice and say, "Oh shit, we need Pierre, bro." Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
What if I got myself like fighting in a movie? Like, okay, this is one chick that I saw on Black Widow. Her name is I don't know her actual name, but her username is something with Samurai. She's a really like fantastic woman.
Okay.
Like, just doing crazy stuff, right? What if I was in a Marvel movie, right? Well, like, what if I was in the greatest movie of all time? It's like just being a great movie, just being a villain for just literally for that quick Sigma. That's segment. It's called segment. What if I was there for a quick segment for at least like 5 minutes tops, and they just to see how villainous I can get or antagonist I can get and stuff like that, and still get my ass beat. I don't mind getting my ass beat because it's gonna look great towards the end. But what if I literally did a quick segment of being a villainous person and then fight the person because I've already trained myself to be that person and doing crazy flips because I'm my own stuntman. Like, what if I did that? What if that were to happen? What if I got
Wait a minute. Because this is why like you definitely are already fit for it, because the most epic thing that I've seen in wrestling in a long fucking time, and I know we was talking about getting past it, but that Logan Paul ring jump, bro, I saw that. I said, yo, what?
I don't care what people say about that. That shit was dope. Because no one else can do that. You know how much focus you have to stay on that rope just to jump off, bro?
Yeah.
Just to make sure you don't make an accident. You have to remember everything that's happening right there.
Yeah. But I feel like you are already like training your body and training yours, because like with all the training, I love the fact that like y'all be posting, you know what I'm saying, when y'all be training, working out and stuff like that, because you get to see and envision things. And me being a person who likes to envision things, I'm like, yo, I can see Pierre doing some high flying shit, you know what I'm saying? Because like, you know what I'm saying, you already getting yourself ready.
I'm not gonna lie. My friend Kiki actually helped me out on that, because she was like, no one doesn't know what you do. I'm like, you're right. Because like how I am, how I am, I know on social media, people always show like what they're doing and stuff like that. I kind of don't want to show that anymore, because I feel like it's somewhat annoying on my end. But this is something a lot different, because now this is actually training my body for something. Like I train my body to do backflips. I'm still learning, and there's nothing wrong with that. I play dodgeball on Fridays.
I see, bro. I was like, I was watching. I said, "Hey, this is serious. This ain't no one-time thing." I said, "Bro, really be out here."
My thing is not to really show as much, because when I do, people will be terrified. Anyways, that's how I feel. I'm not gonna lie. That's how I feel.
That's a villain arc right there. See, that's that villain arc. Or like more like a Bakugo type of situation where like, I'm just confident. Yeah.
Yes. So that's the thing. I didn't want to show people, but she was like, just show them, like show what you do and stuff like that, because they want to see like your personality too. I'm like, I thought they can see it from my videos, but they want to see more. And I was like, you know what? Okay, I'll work up on that. So I
that's why the vlogs hit.
Yeah. Like vlogging is cool. Vlogging is okay.
I know.
But I kind of I'm overdue like vlogging. I hate it.
I know.
Actually, I don't hate it. I just don't like it. It's not in my forte.
I think the reason why I say it hit though, because as a fan, you know, and the way that the world is, like, it's like Hollywood, and I know this, we're not talking about just in general Hollywood, but like Hollywood back in the day, that was the only stars that we had, and they had this mystiqueness to it. Like you're like, oh, I can only see them on screen or in the interview, right? But then the world changed, and people really buy into the person. And so where your friend had the right wherewithal to tell you is that, because like, yeah, we love your content, but what makes us connect so more to your content and why we champion you so much is because now, outside of just the content, we do feel connected to you through those vlogs, through those showing your training, showing you build up. Because then when it happens, it's like, even though I'm 1,000 miles away from you, I felt like I was there for the journey. So when you have that moment, I'm like, hell yeah, my nigga made it. And like, I never met, you know what I'm saying, bro, but it's like, yo, hey, that's my nigga though, you know what I'm saying? Look where he at. And like, it's one of those things that we love. So it's like, I get it, because like, you know, even during this process, like I said, I had a process. Talking to people like you, I remember when I tell people, I'm like, yeah, I'm about to interview people, like, oh shit, and they want to see me set up and see the behind the scenes and stuff like that, and I got to get better at that. But it's like, it is that people start buying into the person, and they want to see that process.
Right, and I would love that, honestly. I just gotta get used to not being uncomfortable of that part. So as of right now, I will show that I am training myself to become an anime character. That's literally the goal. That's literally my goal. So you guys will see more dodgeball, because I play every Friday. And the thing is that I always do like crazy catches, crazy throws.
Yeah,
all that.
You did that one hand one the other day.
Oh, bro.
Yesterday. That was recently.
That was recently. I did it twice. So you want to know what's funny about that? I never knew I can do that. It just happened. I kid you not.
Bro, you are already an anime person. So you telling me you unlocked the power without even thinking? That's what it was.
Yes.
You are already anime, bro.
Yes. Because okay, so I'm playing against people that's in a league, or that's like already like play like baseball and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
Like they already advanced like by, I would say by 3 to 5 years tops, right? They've never seen someone actually catch the ball with one hand. Like I do. I don't know how I do this. I just do it. It's all in there. Like everything is in there. So I remember when I did it the first time, I did not pay attention. The whole, like everyone in that game was like, bro, that was cool. And like every time when they see me, they was like, oh, you gonna be catching some balls today or something like that. Like every time they be like, oh, he's back. He's back.
Bro, you are literally right. You're literally writing your anime story.
Right. They be like, when I'm having an off game, they be like, you all right? You're not having a good game, huh? I was like, nah, I'm just like, warming up and stuff. He's like, come on, we need that energy back. And then when they see it, they're like, yep, there he is right there. I'm like, what the hell is going on?
So the power of friendship made you get your
I just be having a good time, bro.
This is Kirko's basketball. This is Pierre's dodgeball story. The person who nobody thought was going to be so cold in anime. I mean, in dodgeball, but you have the secret power where you can see the ball, you can catch it with one hand. When you doubt in yourself, the power of friendship and team helps build you back up.
I'm telling you, I don't want to talk too much about it because then it's going to hit me back in my face. But I can say this: I've done this probably a few times in the game. So the rules to the game is that if it hits the wall, it's a dead ball.
Okay.
If it hits you, then it hits the wall, that means you're out and the ball is dead afterwards, right?
Oh, okay.
So I'm on my knees, right? So I got my legs. So this is how I have my legs. It's kind of hard to explain. So I have my legs like this, and I have my back leg like just on the floor, right? I have my front leg forward and my back leg on the floor, right? On the ground. So crazy part, I'm sitting there looking at someone. Why they about to throw the ball at me? They throw it. I don't catch it. My leg catches it. They aim directly down where my leg is open at, and I caught it. It didn't touch the ground at all. It literally, I caught it 3 times like that. And I'm like, whatever. I'm literally like, whatever. I mean, I'm still in the game. Like I'm not being excited or nothing. But they look at me, they be like, bro, what the? So they try to eliminate me first. Of
course, you gotta get you out of here, bro.
I'm a threat.
You can't stay there.
It's just crazy because I remember there's this one video that I've done, and I wish I could post it, but I really cannot because it's kind of hard of the quality. You can see it, but you can't see it all the way. One time I was mad and I was listening to music because my team got out fast or they was cheating or something, right? There was 6 people. No, there was 7 people on the other side. I got in the game. I went completely crazy in a good way. I'm catching balls like it's nothing. I throw a ball, someone throws a ball at me, I catch it right there instantly, right? Another ball is trying to come at me. I still have one ball in my hand. Caught that instantly. And I'm about to throw literally the ball that I just caught. Someone threw the ball at me and I caught that ball. I caught 3 balls literally. And I'm over here throwing balls right now. So then I'm over here taunting the guy like that's trying to throw the ball at me. And I caught his ball too. I'm like, all right, yeah, I'm just going crazy right now. Like literally in 30 seconds, I was just massively just going completely crazy. It was like an anime moment, literally. So that's what happened.
Hey, that's super dope, bro. Like, hey, because it's really dope because, like I said, it is one of those things. You're training your body, but it's something that you love. But it's like you're like the stuff that you're doing is unheard of. So it's like, yeah, if you was ever to write it down or anything like that, like, dog, you really would have a really like you don't even have to you don't even have to do hella research. Like you just pull from true stories of yourself.
Yeah. Oh wait, actually, matter of fact, I did post it. It's on my personal channel though. You just can't see it as much, but you will see.
I'm gonna go find it.
It's on my personal Instagram. It's Pierre Stepz, like Monkey D. Luffy. But it's Pierre Stepz. Okay. Yeah. So it's on that one. You'll see it. It's literally right there, and it's just like, bro, how the hell did he do this? Like,
nah, but that's super dope, bro. So I mean, you seem to like a lot of like what ifs and like you like envisioning things. So on our show, we got a segment called Hypotheticals, right? Okay. That we do. I want to play this with you, right? So we generally we do like zombies or like which apocalypse that you could survive the longest in. But I wanted to stick with some anime moments. And so here's the caveat: you are a second tier character in these moments, right? Okay. So it's like you're still powerful enough to where you can hold your own and part of the crew. But I just want to know, like, how do you see yourself fending in this? So you're not MC, you're not the best friend, but like you're second tier. That to keep it fair, right? So the first scenario, Madara's reign.
Madara's reign, like Madara.
Yep. So the when he took over Naruto, when Madara took over and everything, and like, how do you see yourself faring with like the skill set that you have and everything, and we got the war. Like, how you see yourself?
Bro, I don't even know, because that dude Madara.
that Madara
OP as hell. That nigga OP. And I have all my powers, right? I have more power, but I'm just not the. I think what I would do, I think I would get him on his weakest. Like after Naruto and like Mike guy, like, you know, damage him and stuff, I'm just gonna come in out of nowhere. They'd be like, who the hell is this guy? And then just start beating his ass afterwards. Because then he's in his weakest form right there. Yeah, F that. Yeah. Right there, bro. Yeah, F that. Seriously, because he's over here still trying to heal himself and stuff. Nah, not today, bro. I took out my power. And Naruto's gonna be like, who are you? I'm gonna be like, don't worry about that. And
all right.
Disappear.
Okay, so you want Dressrosa and Doflamingo. How you see yourself faring in that moment?
I'm gonna just watch. I'm gonna watch. That's funny because I have watched that episode too. Good thing. I'm on episode 1051 right now. Anyway, so how would I see, right? I see that Doflamingo's getting his ass beat. No, actually, Luffy is on his gear 4. What would happen, right? Before he turns to gear 4, I'm whooping his ass. I'm whooping straight his ass, bro. Del Flamingo, he evil funny.
Bro, like, he's probably by far one of the most evilest people I've seen in anime.
No, I'll tell you who's the most evilest in anime history. The most evilest villain in anime history is Aizen.
Oh, Aizen is evil.
Yes. Then it's Madara. Then it's Del Flamingo. Then I don't know who the rest, but yeah, that nigga Aizen, bro. Yeah, don't sleep on him.
All right. So this last one, you are a Saiyan, but Goku Black Evil Androids moment.
Okay.
Yeah.
How would I?
So like, and let's say you've gotten as far as Super Saiyan 2.
Okay.
So yeah, Super Saiyan 2. Now, Vegeta and Goku and Trunks is dealing with Goku Black, but the androids have not been taken out yet. How you see yourself faring with the androids?
Oh, I'll destroy them, bro. They weak as hell. Man. Bro, if Trunks can handle the androids at a Super Saiyan form, me as Super Saiyan 2, I wouldn't even need Super Saiyan 2. I would need base form because I'll be too powerful. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Because Trunks came back after the Cell Saga, and then he was just like, you know, he was Super Saiyan Trunks. He wasn't.
Yeah, he was.
He was just Super Saiyan. He destroyed him. Yeah. That's cool. Yeah. That's cool. You know, this is years ago. You know, they came back. They're a little bit stronger. Yeah, guess what? Well, I've been training all my life, so what's good? And I would destroy them. Literally, I would grab both of their necks and then smash their heads together and then blow them, like literally in smithereens, like blow their faces right here. Like his 17 face and 18 faces right here, and I just blast and boom, and then basically just like doing this. That's what it's doing. That's just gonna be one big ass like implosion.
It would. Yeah, that's actually a fine way to get rid of them.
Yeah. You grab the one neck and then the other one comes to you. Pow! Grab both of them. Boom! Pow! That's it. It's literally the whole fucking that side of the city is blown up. They be like, what the hell?
All right, so the last segment that we got before we get you out of here. So I know one game that you was very vocal about, especially after the second one, was The Last of Us. You know what I'm saying? And then with the show being such a dope ass show, probably the best adaptation of a video game to a show. I wanted to ask you, what video game do you think should get that type of treatment, like the HBO Last of Us style treatment that you believe would be a really dope storyline?
That doesn't apply effects, because I was going to say Devil May Cry, but let's not go with that. They should redo everybody's gonna agree to me on this one. Uncharted. They should redo that.
Redo it. Okay.
Because
should it be a movie or a series?
It should be a series, to be honest. It's just so much. It's really so much for them to fit in like a 2-hour movie. And also Tom Holland, hell no. Nah. Man, if you don't get your bitch ass TikTok. But they should have done it a lot different. Like, yes, we all know Tom Holland. He's great. He's a stuntman, all that good stuff. But they should have actually had him be a stuntman and shooting people.
Yeah.
Like, where was the shooting at? Where was the like the parkour shit at? We like the Uncharted because he did some parkour shit. This nigga jumped off from one building to another building to punch a nigga.
Yeah.
Oh, where you at? You don't let this nigga drag do this shit, but not you? Great, that's crazy. I would never expect that. Yeah. They didn't pay you enough to like to literally drop kick someone.
Right.
He was literally off the fucking plane. That part was dope. Yeah. But the whole 95, the other 95% was just trash. Bro, I was mad. I was mad at that. That's required. That didn't really require that much effects. But if we're talking about effects, then they should redo Mortal Kombat. But you get what I'm saying though. Like, those are two video games that became a movie. We all know like the old history of Mortal Kombat. That was really great. They remade it trash as hell. But let's talk about Uncharted.
Thank you.
Uncharted, they missed out on so much opportunity on it. It made me stop believing that games can be a movie or a show. Mm-hmm. Until Last of Us came out. When Last of Us came out, I was like, I don't want to watch it. I literally said I don't want to watch it because they didn't have the characters right. Like, I looked at the characters, I was like, oh, he kind of looked like Joe. Oh, she kind of looked like Ellie. I don't like it because I don't believe it no more. But this made me believe.
Yeah.
So, like, I can't wait for the next one now. Because when I watched the first episode, I was like, oh my God, this is literally like right on the game. Like, they was like, you know what? The director was like, you know what? Let's make this actually a game, but let's just make it in real life. Like,
you know what? They unlocked the formula. So we've been reviewing it for Sway's Universe, right? And this is what makes the show dope. One, the video game creator is a part of the directing it, right? Two, the characters, the voice actors and the characters from the show, from the game, is in the show playing characters. And
which I didn't fucking know until like the last episode. I was like, what the fuck, that's Ellie?
Yep. And then three, the mocap of the clickers, the people who did the mocap are the clickers in the show. So it's like, to me, what they did was I was like, bro, they kept the reason why it's so dope is that they brought in all the people who are already loving, like who are already a part of this franchise, and brought them in so that way the expertise and the accuracy of it is still there. And because you have the video game creator attached to it, the liberties that they took to expand the story or like this is not like the game, it made sense because in his world and in his head, it's still his story. So he's telling you, okay, yes, we got introduced to Bill and Frank, but we didn't really go into their story. Let's give them a whole episode and how this makes sense. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, like, this is crazy. Like, we didn't really go into Ellie's origins, but let's use the voice actor Ellie and then make her mom, and let's show her that moment in the show that we couldn't show in the game.
That was definitely a great moment because we didn't see that. We did see Ellie's backstory.
Yeah,
because it was in a DLC.
It was a DLC, but it wasn't from birth. It was more so, you know,
in the middle when she was a kid, when she was a teen and stuff like that. But when they showed the child like how she was born, great, made sense. Bill made sense because I literally replayed the game. Yeah. Like not when it came out. I replayed the game last month. And I'm like, okay, this made sense because Bill was like, he's my partner. I was like, oh, I didn't even know that was his partner.
Right.
I had to go back. I had to go back literally to play the game to understand everything yet again.
Yep.
And I can't wait for this, like Last of Us 2, because they did Last of Us 1 really great. But really here's the thing. People may complain about it, but they did, as I always say, they did 80% everything right. They only put their 20% of it, like just, you know, customize their own thing and stuff like that. Because one, we know that's not how Bill died.
Yeah.
You know, he died by he
hung himself, didn't he?
Wait, I forgot how Bill died.
I think he hung himself Because remember when Joe was talking to Frank. Oh no. Frank hung himself. Frank hung himself. Sorry about that.
Frank hung himself. But Frank didn't like Bill. Frank said, I couldn't stand your ass no more. I had to do something.
Yeah.
On his TV show, he died because he got bit or something. I forgot. Yeah, I think he got bit or something on that one. But that's fine. That's okay. Change the 20%. We need the 80. We need a full 80 for us to make us feel everything from this fucking show from the game. And they did exactly that. And I was just like, yep, bro, like this is it. This is exactly it. I cannot wait for the second season and whatnot. If they're gonna get, I don't know if people play part 2, but if they're gonna get Abby in this bitch.
Well, they said they said that part 2 is going to be split up into multiple seasons. I don't know how many, but they said multiple seasons. So they're not going to wrap up The Last of Us 2, and which it makes sense because when you think about The Last of Us 2, money, but when you think about The Last of Us 2, a lot had happened in that motherfucking game.
Bro, yeah, I'm still playing it. I mean, I played it already, but now I'm playing it with like all mods and shit like that now because the perks and all that, because you get the But you're right. If they, I hope for Abby, right? I hope they get that girl from Black Widow's her sister, because she is fun and I've been thinking about her so much on that.
Hey, she would kill that role. I ain't gonna hold
kill
you.
that shit, bro.
She
because
would.
This bitch Abby don't give 2 fucks. She beating niggas ass. But go ahead.
I was gonna say your friend that you just said, and she got the arms.
Oh,
WWE. Yeah, she got the arms, bro.
Yeah, she would do so well, but I know like how WWE is. Then, bro, if she ever get that role, I'll be happy as hell. I'll punch her.
I believe that. I mean, we know that they're going to do it because even at the end, and plus my people, they know some with this going to be spoilers in it. But even at the end, they got a close up on that final doctor, and we know from Last of 2, we know who he is. We know exactly who he is and what causes everything for 2. So like, yeah, I'm excited for that, bro. Like, yeah, Last of Us was just amazing, man. I can't wait.
Hey, 10 out of 10, bro. Seriously. That was the best video game show that I've ever seen.
Same.
Ever. Because there isn't another one like that besides Mortal Kombat. But that's old.
That's better, yeah.
But new? That one.
Yeah. All right. So, man, where can my people find you at? And what do you like what do you need them to support you on?
So right now I'm on Twitch. I am streaming on Twitch. I'm about to actually stream on there in a couple hours, to be honest. I stream on Twitch. My Twitch name is Pierre Stepz TV because I couldn't get Pierre Stepz for some reason. But all my other social media is literally Pierre Stepz, PIERRESTEPZ at the end. TikTok, it got 2 Z's at the end, but everything else is like literally Pierre Stepz all the way. I want everybody, like whoever watched this, look at my Twitch. Follow me on YouTube and follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Twitch. I mean, not Twitch, but Twitter too, because I'll be on there more than anything and stuff like that. TikTok, you could definitely look at, but those are my major ones that I want everybody to go. So just go there, please, please, please.
Dope. All right, well, man, this has been 101 with Deuces. I've been your boy Deuces. This has been the anime god himself, Pierre Stepz, and we are out. Peace.
Yes, peace out. A-Town upside down sideways.